Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, FPL Tur. I hope all of you are doing well. So, game week 25, let's have a look. 108, 104 after a hit. Brought in Trent and Darwin for Kane and Shaw. Semi paid off, Trent's paid off. Darwin, bit of a flop, I was expecting so much more. But we move, I'll still take it. Bueno started, which I was happy about, although he came off injured in the second game. Rico Lewis was a surprise to start. It was a bit, I just took a gamble. So you've got 2 points from him, so it's more than I thought I was going to get. Edison, they just can't keep a clean sheet, Man City. Honestly, I was expecting so much more from them. Defensively, they're not that great. Ben White, 13 points, such a solid guy. Thought he was going to lose his place at one point, but he's kept it. Same with Martinelli, he's flying at the minute. Trossard's definitely given him a bit of a boost. And Nketiah's the one to be losing his place. So he's going. Sarabia is the man of the game week though. 10 points, got his goal. He did come off halfway through the second game, but that's a lot more than I was even expecting. It was just a differential risk, which has paid off. Salah, expecting more again. He's not even having a bad season. It's just a bad season by his standards, which is so high. So, yeah, I'll take it. Look, he got a return. I can't really sulk at that. So that is game week 25, 108. And a nice big rank gain there to 6767k. Yeah, game week 25. Overall, happy. Let's keep it going. So on to game week 26, and wildcard is in play. Last night my hand was forced with this because I was making some transfers. It was quite late, a bit tired, and by accident confirmed them for like a minus 32 point hit. So yeah, wildcard is now in play, and to start with in goal we have Sanchez for Brighton. There's not really much to say on Sanchez. He's a decent keeper. Brighton aren't too bad in defence, but the main reason he is in goal is because the amount of games that Brighton have to play between now and the end of the season. There's going to be a few doubles in there, so it makes sense. It makes sense that Sanchez is in there. One of them doubles being game week 27 and game week 29, and the fixtures aren't too bad in either. So Sanchez in goal. So in the defence, Ben White, Rico Henry, Zinchenko and Reece James. Now, in terms of Zinchenko and White, a game against Bournemouth at home, yeah, I can see a clean sheet there. So doubling down on Arsenal defence seems to be the way to go for me. Also, they do not blank in game week 28. So, yeah, very good option. They don't have any doubles, but, you know, Arsenal are on fire, and the fixtures for the next four, Bournemouth, Fulham, Crystal Palace and Leeds, very confident in them to get some returns offensively and defensively. So that's them too. Rico Henry, he doubles in 27 and 29 and also doesn't blank in game week 28. The double fixtures are very good. Everton, Southampton, Brighton and Man United. Man United could be tricky. The others I'm pretty confident with. Rico Henry, he's probably their best asset defensively in terms of bonus points, because of his attacking threat. He does like to bomb forward. So yeah, Rico Henry's in. Reece James, I've been thinking about getting him in for a while, but now's the time. Doesn't blank in 29, which is a bonus. He doubles in doesn't blank in 28, doubles in 29, and just generally good fixtures coming up. So Reece James is in. Yeah, James, Zinchenko, Henry and White as the back four for game week 26. So moving on to the midfield, we have Maddison, Barnes and Saka as a midfield three. I think it's the first time this season I've gone with a midfield three. So yeah, here we go. Maddison and Barnes, great fixture against Southampton. It looks like they're going down, and I think Leicester could score a fair few against them. It's also worth mentioning they don't blank in 29 either, and they also double against Palace and Villa in 29. Sorry, don't blank in 28. I keep getting them two mixed up. So Leicester assets are good to go with, and them two for me are the best. Saka, same reason as White, and Zinchenko, great fixture against Bournemouth. Don't blank in 28. Yep, they don't double, but Arsenal, great fixtures coming up. So that is the midfield this week. Right now, so in terms of the forward line, it's a front three of Ivan Toney, Erling Haaland, of course, and Brian Mbeumo. Start off with Haaland. I'm just too scared to get rid of him, to be honest. I imagine everyone else is keeping him, which has sort of forced me to keep him, because if I get rid, then he could punish me massively. They don't really have doubles coming up apart from later on in the season. They do blank in 28, so he'll be one for the bench. Yeah, Haaland. That's all I can really say on him. Tony's a bit of a risk, really, because of the gambling thing. Will he get banned? Will he not? Like, when will the ban come into play? I think it'll be the end of the season, but I could be wrong. So I'm banking on that, really. And Mbeumo, not so much of a risk. He's very cheap. And look, for both of them, same reason as Rico Henry. They double in 27 and 29. Don't blank in 28. So triple Brentford for me. It just seemed like a no-brainer. Yes, risk with Toney. If I have to take a hit to get rid, then that's what I'll do. So that is the game. That's the game. That's the team for game week 26. In terms of the bench, we've got Matoma and March as Brighton assets. Now Brighton, as I've said, double in 27, double in 29. Yes, they do blank in 28, but they can drop down to the bench. They still have a lot of fixtures to play between now and the end of the season. So, no-brainer. Triple Brighton, do it. Keeper, Danny Ward in goal. He's going to rotate between Sanchez. Now, I've had a look. Both of them I can sort of interchange, and the fixtures look very good for both if I do rotate between them. A lot of people are going to go for Kepa, but I've decided to go with Ward. I just think it works better for my team. I wanted triple Brighton, so I wanted Sanchez. Danny Ward's cheap. And I'm confident between now and the end of the season, Leicester can keep some clean sheets. So, Danny Ward in goal on the bench, and Kieran Trippier. First time I've had him this season. It's taken me 26 game weeks to get him in. But Newcastle, don't blank in 28. A very good double against Wolves and Leeds in 29. And they are flying. So, sorry, not a double against Wolves and Leeds. It's Man United and West Ham. So, not as good as Wolves and Leeds. But I'm not bothered about the fixtures. In terms of Trippier, because Newcastle are defensively solid against anyone this year. Yeah, so they don't blank in 28 and a double in 29, which is why I've gone Trippier. So guys, that is the game for game week 20. I keep saying that is the game. That is the team for game week 26. So guys, thank you all for watching. Please get in touch on Twitter and Instagram at FPL Tur. Also subscribe to the YouTube FPL Tur. And take care guys. I will see you next time.